I'm not surprised this is still happening in California. God bless this young lady and these parents for standing up for girls' sports.
Good evening. My name is Allison Briggs. I'm here in support of the resolution to protect girls in sports. It's Action 17. I'm a high school athlete at Vista Murrieta, and I compete in girls lacrosse, and I've also have an athletic history in soccer, basketball, and volleyball. I'm here tonight because I care deeply about competitive fairness in school sports. As someone who trains hard, puts in long hours of practice, and competes at a high level in and out of season, I believe it's important that athletes are matched in a way that keeps the playing field level, especially in girls' sports. Biological differences between males and females, especially after puberty, can create significant advantages in speed, strength, and size. These differences can impact outcomes, create safety concerns in contact sports like lacrosse, and sometimes discourage girls from competing altogether. I've seen plenty of injuries on the field in both myself and my teammates from girls. We have bruises from girls. We get concussions from girls. Imagine the extent of these injuries if they had been done by a biological male on the field with us. This isn't about targeting anyone. It's about protecting the purpose of girls' sports, which is to give female athletes a fair and meaningful chance to compete and succeed. Thank you for listening.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Andrews, Sophia. I'm also here to speak on behalf of Action 17. I would like to start by saying that often when people choose to speak out against transgender, they will often be labeled as a bigot, transphobe, or hateful. I am none of these, and in fact, I invite anyone to have a civil discussion. I am here to speak on behalf of all biological girls and women who deserve to be heard, but are afraid to speak up out of fear of retaliation. I am here to fight for the athlete that is fighting for that next medal, that next scholarship, or the next opportunity to make their team or their parents proud, that has to possibly worry about losing to someone that is not competing fairly. On average, biological men are stronger and faster, and therefore creating an unequal competition. Women's sports were created specifically for this purpose, to be given fair opportunities to compete. There are many examples where biological females have been robbed of something that they have worked so hard for. I refuse to stand by and not speak out. My child and other biological female future opportunities are at stake by allowing biological males to compete. I will close with this. I know this board is in a tough position to try and please your constituents while operating within the confines of state and federal laws. What I do ask is that you consider to continue protecting the rights of all biological women, to give them a safe space to compete in women's sports. I am a parent who is very involved in my daughter's life and do know what's best for her. I pray that all of you make the right decision regardless of someone's feelings, rather what is fair for all biological women who deserve a safe space to compete. Thank you.
And I am here on behalf of my daughter, who is a dedicated high school athlete. It is evident that we are all here for one purpose, which is to protect our kids and their rights as children. It is my duty as a mother to see that my daughter's safety is always protected. My daughter is a varsity lacrosse goalie, and her dream is to one day earn a scholarship and play in college. I have watched my daughter pour her heart into her sport, training before school, sacrificing weekends, and pushing her limits to compete. My question tonight, why does anyone feel it is your right to take that away from her by allowing biological boys to play on a girls' sports team? Girls' sports were created to give young girls and women a fair and equal chance to succeed. Biological boys and girls are unequally matched because that is the way we were created. Boys are stronger and faster and on average, and the thought of a boy shooting a lacrosse ball at my daughter in the goal is terrifying. She has had 2 concussions from getting hit in the head by a lacrosse ball by another female athlete. Can you imagine the damage that may have occurred if that shot had come from a biological boy? No amount of training can change the fact that biological males generally have physical advantages. I do not stand here tonight in judgment, hate, discrimination, or exclusion, but in a place of sadness because society is failing our children with confusion and unrealistic expectations that it's okay to go against the truth. Tonight, I stand here to protect my daughter and all female athletes to see that they have a level playing field. Our girls deserve competition that's fair, safe, and respectful of their hard work. Our daughters deserve to compete amongst peers with similar physical capabilities, not to be pushed aside after years of hard work. If you came here tonight on behalf of your transgender son, then do something positive and productive and start a transgender sports team that will be fair for them and their peers. It's time to preserve fairness in girls' sports.